We hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Let's go. You tighten up.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down and 4, Wilson, and he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Get wrong. Alert. Go. 33. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
To throw on 3rd down. Wilson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it. There's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3. Psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. And Myers able to knock it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now on 2nd and 16, Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
First down, Seahawks.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Throwing is Wilson. Steps away to his left. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft,
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Carolina! Curtis Samuel, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blow. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. 25 yards that time. Wilson now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he fires one incomplete. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best moment.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth.
36 power.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On second down, McCaffrey.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
First down, Bridgewater. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
You ain't going nowhere. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's Williams on the catch. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
First down, Seattle.
Let's go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Throwing again on second down. Bridgewater, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
First down, Seattle.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? A gain of 3, second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that?
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Dancing to his left. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Flush to his right. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. On first down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
A quick throw there out to Williams. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Forced out to his left. And able to find Dorsett. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. On 2nd down, Freeman. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Jordan Willis.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Buying time to his left. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Now Wilson steps away to his left. He's got it to Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Now it's Wilson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That one goes for 24 yards. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. And you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 96 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Back to throw. Got his man, it's Williams. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 51 yards. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game. All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will push the lead up to 5. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters, You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones, but at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on, and that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Carolina, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll drop to 9-5.